Oh, that is funny. I made one video about how Colombian people, especially Colombian women, don't want passport bros in our country, aka sex tourists, and a whole bunch of people got their feelings hurt. I'm gonna make this commentary video and it's gonna be good and it's gonna be juicy because I got receipts. What is up, everyone? Thank you for coming back to my YouTube channel. This is Ray Condor speaking. You can call me Ray Condor if you would like. This is the channel that I've created for the people who want to travel to Colombia, maybe parts of South America, who want to know about our culture, our language, and how we think. And sometimes I like to talk about things that other subjects that interest me, like martial arts, movies, and whichever. But today I got something good for you. For those of you who did not watch my last video and don't have time to go look at it, basically, long story short, this passport bro, which is right here on the lower right hand side, he had made a video complaining about Colombian women that were complaining about him because the Colombian women are calling him a sex tourist, and they were calling all these passport bros sex tourists, and they're complaining that these people come down to my country of Colombia, they act a fool, they're very disrespectful to the culture.
I'm from Colombia. If you're a Colombian girl, you have 3-4 American guys approaching you, offering you money, and pulling out their passport, like literally, and then telling you, I'm American, like I'm actually looking for a girl, like I will bring you here, but it's just odd. Like, why you wanna get with a girl that doesn't speak your language and that makes up to $200 a month? You know, it's just odd. Like, I don't wanna point fingers, but it's like, why are you looking for that when you can get a girl? Why can you not get in America? You know, why you cannot get a girl?
Is this black guys or white guys?
I saw a lot of black guys. I saw a lot of black guys. You know, it's odd. Like, the desperation that they exude is just...
A lot of it is passport bros.
Bro, those guys, disgusting.
Oh,
and then they go to Europe for looking for these kind of women.
Yeah, or DR. But let me tell you something, passport bros that love to just go get women in DR. You played yourself. Because a girl in DR is 18 and she's really 55. No, dead ass. You go over there thinking that you're gonna run into yo, you're not. These girls got game. They've been having games since they were 5.
Pretty
you know
much.
what? At 5, they were 18.
No bullshit.
Dead ass. You know what I mean? So, because it's a thing now where guys really go out the country thinking they're gonna groom someone, when in reality, congratulations, you played yourself.
And he was making false accusations. So when I came to defense of Colombia, basically explaining it, because I am a Colombian that understands the culture, I got accused of all sorts of things. For example, I got accused of being a prejudice towards black people, which is not the case. Mr. John Polos, why did he erase his girlfriend? Why? I'll tell you why. Because he...
have like this like bottom bitch that recruits girls, okay, and they get commissions. So it's this predatory network where they're trying to bring in these girls, and it says right here, minors were allegedly recruited for these parties and victims of commercial sexual exploitation of minors by Casey. That's why he had to run and flee from Colombia, because he was wanted by the police, okay, and now he's in Brazil causing trouble. This guy is such a fucking loser.
Los estadounidenses y los gringos que vengan para acá tampoco lo vamos a dejar, porque a todos gringos les gusta estar en Medellín, San Andrés, Cartagena, en todos les gusta estar jodiendo la vida. Usted jode la vida mucho aquí, usted no cree que nosotros no podemos ir para su país. Ni ustedes vienen para acá, ni nosotros vamos para su país, güera y güera. Van a venir a menospreciar uno así de esa manera. Ahora, si ustedes quieren que uno saque, llévennoslo bien, pero van a venir a sacar los colombianos y que con caer y con vaina, como hicieron con los brasileños. No, cada uno que juega por su liga. Ni ustedes vienen para acá, ni nosotros vamos para allá. Suerte con ustedes.
Police on the bus. My girl right here. Pulling up, man. I'm going down in Medellin. Too much liquor. Medellin, man.
This white guy killed a DJ who became very famous, and guess what? All Colombian eyes have started turning on you guys, thinking, okay, foreigners are coming in and they're crazy and they're neurotic and they're killing women. You guys are damaging your reputation. Not real tourists, Tourists who only... I have been accused of being jealous, and 99% of the time for the people who were defending him, they thought that I was talking about that I was complaining about prostitution, which is not the case. Let's start with this commentator called Dizzybone. So Dizzybone says, this is a classic case of pretextual discrimination, weaponizing a social issue for discriminatory purposes, invoking real societal problems as a cover to justify bias against a group they already oppose.
No. No. Get off my cell phone.
That's my cell phone. That's my cell phone.
Delete her shit. Take your delete her shit.
That's my cell phone.
So for those of you who are trying to figure out what's going on in this particular situation, well, it turns out that 4 passport bros flew all the way down to Cartagena, Colombia, the guys that you see there. And all 4 of these men picked up one woman, a working girl from the street. And all 4 of these men slept with a girl from the street. Obviously, had to be a white Colombiana, right? Not a black Colombiana. Since some of you, especially the person I'm responding to, is accusing me of being prejudiced and discriminatory towards some people of color, right? But for some reason, when you guys fly down to Colombia, you zoom in on the white Colombian. So long story short, they had made an agreement for a certain amount of money. They all agreed that all 4 of them were going to take turns with her, to be with her, like a boyfriend and girlfriend type of deal, for $100 or less. So guess what? That's not the price that she had agreed upon. So when they were all done, they refused to pay because she was saying that it was more than that. And they were saying, no, it's less than that. So you have 4 guys who cannot put $25 together each, and they refused to pay her. They slapped the phone out of her hand. She got angry because they slapped the phone out of her hand, hitting her, which is assault in Colombia. You're assaulting a woman in Colombia, you as a foreigner. Then she gets into an argument. She starts screaming. And they start dragging her out. They almost throw her down the stairs. The neighbors came out and they saw everything. They called the cops. The entire city of Cartagena was extremely angry because no matter what, you do not hit a woman. They could have just called the cops, but they chose not to. And the woman sat there, sitting down, screaming for help when all the neighbors came out trying to help her out. Okay? And these guys had paid the cops off according to some sources. Okay? Because I go to Cartagena a lot, so I got lots of friends there. And guess what happened? It turned up into a big circus on the media. And this is one of the situations when people started saying, hey, you know what? Maybe we don't want these passport bros here. People from Colombian social media have taken to her side. This is a translation. As you know, Google Translate is not the best, but it says here, the guy should be tried to the full weight of the law where he clearly there is attempted murder, meaning that the man who was trying to throw her down the stairs in the blue, in which you will see later, they need to deport him, and we need to take action against these criminals entering into the country for life. So basically, Colombians are so mad that they're saying that we should ban these people for life. Okay, so starting off with this example is from the Instagram page of Barbaditos Col Oficial. Barbaditos Col Oficial is basically like the TMZ of Cartagena. And I'm going to do the best translation that I have because, you know, I have here Google Translation, but I saw the original. It says here, the issue is that S workers have no protection anywhere in Colombia. So while it is true it's not an employment that is regulated, under the normative labor code, no citizen or foreigner should use violence with these girls. And we live in a retrograde world. Being an S worker does not open the door to them to be offended. A few years ago, where I live, she had the same problem with the police, and the police helped these guys out who did not want to pay. So she says in a very vulgar way, which I'm going to put in a G-rated version, if you don't have the money, just use your hand. And that's it. So let's skip on to the next one. Question is, do you see these passport bros in our festivals like the San Juanero Festival in Ibagué, where San Juanero is a type of dance that honors St. John the Baptist? Do you see them in the carnivals of the blacks and the whites? He then goes on to say he is clearly prejudiced against these people, but has granted himself plausible deniability by covering content in a way that appears objective and virtuous.
Oh yo,
when in fact, if you review his channel, you can clearly see he has a deep-seated hatred against these people.
Lo relacionado con el tema de visa, ¿por qué no le pedimos visa a esos gringos puteros que han llegado aquí a Colombia a abusar de menores de edad en varias ciudades de nuestro país? ¿Eso no lo cuestionamos? ¿De eso no decimos absolutamente nada?
I'm sure there are many guys, well, American black guys, that's who he's really targeting, visiting foreign countries, meeting women and starting nice families. Even if these guys are casually dating or participating in local sex trade affairs.
Gringos coming there. They need to look within. Okay, don't fucking blame.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is the colonialist, arrogant mindset of the foreigner who likes to abuse women. And it shows the sociology and the pathology that they have. Because once they realize they don't get access to the women, all of a sudden it's our fault. No, it is not our fault that you fly thousands of miles to slap our women and put it on camera. It is not our fault that you make hundreds of videos when you could do cultural things about Colombia and telling other men to come here how to get S women instead of real Colombian women. How about you look inside yourselves and ask why you are not a man of value to these black women that you hate so much? Why? Because they have the ability to have more than one option, you get mad, and then you travel thousands of miles to get banned from Brazil or Guatemala like Austin Holloman did? How about instead of hanging around white S workers and brothels, you go to like the Afro-Colombian festival like black American women do and show our culture? But no, you don't want to do that. You want to hang around parquilleras all day. We're mad at the misogyny, not the S workers. He then goes to say apparently it's legal, even though us Colombians have told you many times that we don't care. Yeah, we made it legal. We do not care. Now to continue, he says, not really my thing, but I am sure there are more than black men from America participating. Seems more of a personal insecure vendetta. Long live the internet. LOL.
Timothy Allen Livingston is an American citizen that was found last week on Good Thursday with two 12 and 13-year-old girls in a hotel room in Medellin, Colombia. My name is Pamela. I'm a Colombian licensed attorney. All of my content is in Spanish, but I'm making this video in English so everybody in the English-speaking world that sees this video knows who this man is and what he was found for in Colombia, and that he fled the country immediately and is now in the US. According to his passport, he was born in Ohio, and according to what people in social media are saying, he still lives in Ohio. Unfortunately, Medellin is very well known among passport bros for the things that these guys come to consume in that city in nightlife, and to take advantage of the women that are exploited in broad daylight and through the night 24/7 in that city. The Colombian police did receive a call on Thursday reporting that this man was in a hotel room with two girls. But according to the police, because this man wasn't touching the girls when they came over and inspected the place, the hotel, and the situation, they weren't able to arrest him at the moment. Many attorneys, like myself, believe that this was a mistake. Due to this mistake, there is no warrant for his arrest, and he was able to fly internationally, and is why he is no longer in Colombia and is back in his home country. The case has gone insanely viral because Medellin locals are tired of seeing this scene over and over and over again. So remember the name Timothy Allen Livingston, and he is not the only passport bro that has been involved in sketchy situations. I'm pretty sure that the Colombian authorities are going to make this right, and this will not go unpunished. So may this be the warning that for any passport bro who wants to come to Colombia to exploit our women and to exploit our children and to commit felonies, you are not welcome, and it's not going to end well for you.
Passport Blueprint states, I'm an actual traveler. I want to thank you for this video. The history lesson was very insightful. I would love to visit these areas that you mentioned. For example, eco-tourist tours. This is what I want. This is what we want. We want the right type of tourists. If you're interested in knowing the real Colombia, this is what we like. Yes, we do have ecotourism, and I always talk about the people who live in just off Santa Marta going up the mountains. It's a group of Native Americans. I think it's the Kogi or Arahuaco. So they go living up this mountain, and you can actually travel there, go to what is known as the Lost City, which is like another Machu Picchu. And it's older than Machu Picchu. And the Native Americans that live in the area, they will actually allow you to go up there. You can actually take trips, as a group, from different tourist agencies, and you will live with them. They will cook for you. They'll show you the dances. They'll show you the local culture. They'll take you to certain places, and you get to experience Colombia, and you get to experience an ancient part of Colombia that existed before Spain, before the Spaniards came. And they supposedly, archaeologists have unearthed this site, and it's supposed to be like way bigger than Machu Picchu in Peru, and even older by thousands of years, like tens of thousands of years. I agree with a lot of what you say about passport bros, except one thing: these are not passport bros. These are tourists, and I wish people will call them out for their correct name. That's exactly what the woman did. The woman basically called them as tourists. See, most people don't understand is that when I made the video, it was a reaction video not only to him, because he was reading off of what a Colombian woman was saying. My purpose of that video was basically to help people understand what the Colombian mindset is thinking. I didn't come to make up this video as a way to criticize, as a way to attack certain people. I did it as a way for people to understand that the Colombian society are not happy with some of the things that passport bros are doing. And this was a woman who's telling him, hey, you guys are a bunch of tourists, you're doing things wrong, you're making things wrong, and we're not liking it. And people think that I'm just attacking people. I'm not. I'm just helping you understand our frame of mindset. Jefferson Molier writes, I am from Haiti. I lived in Brazil for about 10 years. I went to Colombia. I visited Cúcuta, Bucaramanga, and Medellin. I loved it. Colombia is awesome. Now I live in Boston. I can't wait to go back to South America. Life is just better in South America. I miss Brazil, Argentina, and Colombia. For those of you who do not know, Colombia was actually given freedom by Haiti. Yes, indeed, my friends. The famous general of South America, Simón Bolívar, which is known as the Great Liberator, born in Venezuela actually. He actually went to Haiti to get training and to get help and support from the Haitians. And at that time, Haiti had defeated one of the most powerful military on the planet at the time, which was France. And they had the best weaponry, the most modern technology at that time with the howitzers and different types of weapons. So Simón Bolívar went down to South America. He freed Colombia first, and then Venezuela. And us Colombians, we always thank Haiti for it. And even our flag, the bottom two colors are based off the Haitian flag. And I also did take a picture next to a statue of the Haitian president at that time. Henry, I think it's Alexander Petion, and Alexander Petion actually had helped Simón Bolívar, and I'm going to put that picture up right now. So once again, my friend, you're more than welcome to come back to Colombia. We want you to come and explore our country and to learn more about our culture. Black World Traveler 8920 states, this is totally pointed at Black American men now that we're traveling abroad. No, this is not aimed at Black American men. Stop making that lie. Stop your lying. I'm going to tell you for the fourth and final time, to you and to everybody else, it has nothing to do with color. A passport bro is not a color. A passport bro is a tourist that flies down to my country. I'm going to ask you to please, this is how I know you didn't watch my video. Do me the favor, rewatch that video again. And if you don't want to watch that video, watch this one. Go back to the beginning of this video where I showed Red Beer Rants, who is a white American YouTuber who I claimed who was basically racist because he got kicked out of Colombia, and he got arrested in Medellin because he was pimping, and that which is considered illegal. Okay, and supposedly, according to some sources, he was pimping underage girls. Also, go back to the beginning of this video with the Colombian lawyer who's speaking English. She's claiming that another white man named Timothy Allen Livingston, a passport bro that belongs to the passport bro community, came down to Colombia and he was caught in a hotel with two underage girls, one 13 and one 14. Stop your lying. For the last and final time, this has nothing to do with color. And if you want the receipts, I got the receipts. Look at my channel, go through my videos and rewatch my videos again. And if you want, you can even go on me with live, because I have no problem telling you to your face that you're lying. Many other non-black men from the United States doing this for years. It's crazy how most women have kids and they tell foreigners they need help with their kids. But where are the fathers? You want to know where those men are at? The men of the 304s or the 405s, whatever code you guys use for prostitutes. You want to know where they are? They're waiting at home for them to bring the money that they're pulling off of you. Okay, that's what they're doing. And the funny thing is, I have even actually seen actual skits in Colombia in Spanish poking fun of the fact that the guy is telling his wife, give it to him good, give that gringo good, and pull as much money out of him. But don't make sure you use protection because you gotta be with me, and with me, you have to be without protection. I love you, and he kisses her. He goes, make sure you give it to him good, and make sure ask him for an iPhone. And you knuckleheads go do that. Oh, no problem, that's okay. I'm gonna send you an iPhone. Oh, I got a chick back home. I got a big chick, and back in Colombia, I got this chick, and she is laughing at you with her husband that's sitting there next to her, taking your money, and for his habits or whatever he's doing. You bunch of losers. Part is, everybody around her is in the entire thing. Her mom knows, her father knows, the people on the street know, and everybody knows that they're pulling a little bit from you. Sometimes say, hey, Valentina, do me a favor. The thing is that I'm kind of short today for my bill. Can you ask your boyfriend in the United States to send me some money? Oh, no problem, it's okay. Honey, how you doing? Know what? I don't want to bother you. Oh, I'm not that. I don't want you to think that I'm taking your money. I don't want to think that I'm taking advantage of you. Bro, the women in Colombia are 100 times smarter than you, okay? And they make it seem like you're doing the best thing. And you know what you do? You're going to send money to her, and she's going to give that to her boyfriend, the father of her baby, and she's going to give that to her mom, and she's going to give that to her sister, and she's going to give that to her cousin, and also the people in the neighborhood. And we are all chuckling at you because me, a person who goes to Cartagena, a person who's been in Medellin, I see them talking in the streets. There he goes. I know. Look at him. He's going to feed her entire family. We know, bro. We know. See, the thing is that I was going to be nice to you, but since you came at me in that type of way, and I do not like false accusations, I'm coming down hard on you, okay? This is the reality of life. You guys are a bunch of knuckleheads, and you're falling for it. Instead of finding yourself a real woman in Colombia, because there's a lot of good women out there, but you don't want to do that. You want to hang around the prostitute areas when there's millions of women out there in Colombia that are good, that are from traditional families, but you guys don't want to listen. This is the problem because most men don't want another man to feed his kids. It's pride thing for men. So it seems like you need men in Colombia to step up. Literally, almost every man in my family, on both paternal and maternal side, have stepped up to the plate. And on top of that, all of my cousins, my female cousins, you know what they are? None of them had children out of wedlock. All of them have, like I would say 99.9% of them have a degree. I have sociologists, I have doctors, I have psychologists, I have anthropologists, and none of them will give you the time of day. Because you know what? The foreigner has damaged their reputation, and we all know what you guys are coming down there for. We all know because you always go to the same three cities. You go to Medellin, maybe Bogota, Cartagena, and sometimes you'll go to maybe Barranquilla, Santa Marta. But have you ever seen anybody in Mocoa? Have you seen anybody in Popayan? Have you seen anybody in Turbaco and Tumaco? Have you seen anybody in Villavicencio? Have you seen anybody in the flatlands and the savannas? Zero, because I have friends from the flatlands and I say, hey, do you see gringos? Almost next to none. Why? Because you guys are going for the big surgeried out women with the big busts, with the tight stomach and all like the BBLs and everything else. But you're not going for the church going women, are you? No, you're not. I've traveled internationally for 34 years. And now that I have been traveling to Central and South America, this is all that I have been experiencing. Didn't see this in third world countries in Asia. Really? Even you don't believe that lie. Look at Trouble Time with Paul. Look at Razor Rays. All they do is talk about black passport bros in Thailand, ghetto pookies in Thailand, ghetto pookies in the Philippines, okay, Cambodia, Vietnam. You are going to tell me that bold-faced lie? You are going to tell me that bold-faced lie and you have a YouTube channel with all these, like I keep up with, you think I'm dumb? Do you think I'm that stupid? I cannot believe that you insulted my intelligence with that. Bro, like not even you believe that lie. You trying to throw shade at me like that? No, homeboy. They know you. They know your people. And by your people, I'm not talking about black people. I'm talking about you as tourists. You sexpats out there in Thailand with the lady boys, with the underage girls. I'm talking about in also the Philippines. I'm talking about also, Singapore. You think I don't know? Homeboy, I do my research. Don't come at me with that. You do not understand. Do not mess with the pride of a Colombian because you're stepping on the wrong toes. Prostitution is totally a no for me, but many guys from the United States will come to these countries and trick off. Most of them are not black men. Yeah, I know that. I literally stated in my other video that when I go to Cartagena, I have friends who who work in the tourist sector. I seen people from Saudi Arabia. We seen people come there from Asia, from everywhere else. You just discovered America when I literally told you that. This is how I know that you guys don't even watch my video. You watch 3 minutes and you get your feeling hurts. Oh, he's a racist. He's calling it the black man. No, quit lying. Quit your lying, you goofball. Rainy Day says, Costeño is anyone from the coast, either Pacific or Caribbean. Peace to Buenaventura. Correct. And you know what? Buenaventura in the Pacific coast, I tell you without any exaggeration, because I will be making a video, follow-up video about Colombian food. Okay, the Pacific coast has some of the best food that you will ever find in all of Colombia, and can actually even compete with some of the foods internationally. But see, here's my problem with Passport Bros. Passport Bros don't understand that Colombia, each region is a separate cultural identity. Some have more African descent than others. Some have more indigenous descent than others. Some have more European descent than others. And they go to hang out in Medellin. And for those who don't know, the word paisa is a person who is a country folk. Country folk who grows coffee beans in the certain region of Colombia. And guess what? That area is not known for its culinary cuisines. They have their bandeja paisa, which is the paisa platter, but not much outside of that. And you have different culinary experiences outside of that. See, these Passport Pros, and this is my biggest pet peeve, you sexpats, you ignorant fools, you only go there to the one same city, the one same block, and you lock yourself up in the same hotel for months on end, and you don't go out. And you say, oh, the Colombian food is bad. No, the Colombian food is not bad. You don't even know that there's different Colombian regions with different ethnicities, with different cultural identities, with different forms of cooking, right? Go out there and explore and actually see the real Colombia, because I'm telling you right now, the valley where I come from, the Pacific coast, the Caribbean coast, certain parts of Santander, certain parts of the southeast, certain parts of the south can have really good food that can actually match most foods that you'll find internationally. But no, you guys don't want to do that. You just guys want to lock yourself up and lock yourself in the corner somewhere without any type of culture, without type of understanding. So most of the commenters, I don't believe you and I don't trust you, because you know nothing about Colombia. Kanye DJ says, Passport Bros are usually low quality men that most women do not desire anyway. They still face same problems anywhere they go. Another says, if you're a lame in the United States, you're a lame everywhere else in the world. And just so you guys know, a lot of times what I do is, before I even make these videos, I throw ideas off my family and off my friends, because I know plenty of Colombians here. See, that tends to be a supremacist colonialist mentality for these Passport Bros. And no, it doesn't have to be black, it could be white. You guys think that we're dumb. We have Colombians that live in the United States. We have Colombians that live in Spain, that live in France, that speak other languages, that are intelligent, that have careers, and they can speak multiple languages. We all know what's going on. And there's actually an exchange of ideas and talking points between the people of Colombia in Colombia and the people of Colombia outside of that. Okay? We all know that. So, guys, the jig is up. Stop pretending. The jig is up, okay? Once again, like my brother says, if you're a lame in the United States, you're a lame anywhere in the world. You have to learn how to be a man, a good traditional man, or even a modern man that can be a person of value to women no matter where you go, whether here, whether there, whether in China, or everywhere else. You can't just say, oh man, the United States is different. I can date girls here too, and I have no problem. What is the issue? If you are, listen, you need to understand that people have standards, and if you don't fit the standards, either you have two choices. Either you walk away, find somebody else, but without complaining and putting them down, or two, become the person that you want to be. Okay, change yourself, go to the gym, go to school, earn a degree, do something. But stop blaming the women for your fault. Leo Sunberg says, thanks a lot for this video. We have a lot going on in Europe, and there have been a lot of sleazeballs trying to capitalize on women from Ukraine. They post videos on social media with young women coming from the war and write, save one for me, her. They are usually older men. He's right, this is not just a Colombia problem, this is actually a world problem. Okay, you have people trying to capitalize, because the new thing now is people to go to the next best spot. Oh, is Kenya the best? Is Uganda the best? I follow some people. I follow people, both Passport Bros, and I follow women who are feminists who talk about the subject. Okay, women from Africa, women from Jamaica, women here from the United States, like Tanya TKO. I'm a big fan of Tanya TKO, and I send her some of the stuff and say, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? Okay, because the thing is that we all know what's going on. Listen, guys. We're not trying to put you down, but at the same time, stop acting up a fool and acting like a little kid. It's his fault. No. You need to be a man, okay? Take responsibility for yourself. Learn how to change. And guess what, guys? You're not gonna be liked by everybody. Not all women like me. Okay? Not all women like me. You know what I do? I just move on. I find someone who likes me. I find someone who is there with me. Okay? But don't pretend that you're looking for a traditional woman, picking up prostitutes, and then saying you're a traditional man. When you don't talk to the family, you don't meet any of the family, you don't do nothing to be a traditional man. You don't take them to church, you don't do any of those things. Roger Z says, the last time I was there, for most of the Colombian women were chasing black passport bros were married women. That's probably because why the locals were upset about it. Bro, like, I'm not even going to read the whole thing. This is obviously a troll post because most people in Colombia are very conservative. Even if they do cheat, they're not going to be chasing after some foreigner knowing that they can get caught and get in some serious trouble. Bro. Remember what the other guy said in the other past video? He said that supposedly we're so sexist and machista and all that kind of stuff. Nah, I'm not even going to finish the whole thing. Get out of here. Get out of here. You're a troll. Mitchell says Ray Condor recommended that the guys get out into the real Colombia and meet regular Colombians. It is a wonderful country with so much to see. I have been to Leticia on the triple border, came by boat from Iquitos, but missed getting to see the Amacayacu National Park. Glacier-covered mountains, snow-covered mountains, scuba in Santa Marta, archaeological sites like La Ciudad Perdida, which is actually the lost city, amazing street performers, and more. The bros who hang out just picking up bar girls who are trying to get their money due to financial distress will be missing out on so much of Colombia and the Colombian people and culture. This is what I want to see. I want people to know the real Colombia. Listen, if you go to Colombia and you find love there, none of my business. I don't care. I don't care what color you are. It doesn't matter. Be respectful. Don't delete the women. Don't hurt little kids. Don't hurt the local population. Try to work with the local population. We're not here to offend you or to hurt you. Maybe you have baggage coming in from another country, but it's not us. And again, I thank everybody for coming back to my channel. This is Ray Condor once again speaking to you. If you like what you see, please hit the like and subscribe button. Please help push the algorithm so I want to reach more people. In the future, I do plan to stay away more from the passport bros type of thing, even though they kind of irritate me. But I want to make a channel for people to learn about Colombian culture, Colombian cuisine, Colombian way of life, Colombian way of thinking. And I do have something special coming up about, I would say, the 50 best foods that you can have in Colombia. It's going to be different than the previous ones because the other ones were more about, history. It's just going to be a quick one, bing, 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 some of the best things you can try. Again, I thank you very much. God bless everybody. And if you like what you see, please hit like and subscribe. Thank you so much. I've hit 1,000 subscribers recently. I want to thank everybody who has been there for me, who has been supporting me, my family, my friends, and for the people who are always there pushing me to do something different.
Paletas.